All right, beginning of tape 2. I believe I left off with, on April 4th of 1998, I took a sip out of a water bottle while I was at work, and it was like being stabbed with just shot up through my face like gangbusters. For about 45 minutes, the pain just did not stop. Went back to Dr. Sahni again. He gave me a third injection it was Easter Monday of that year. That lasted not even 10 days, and it was back. It just would go off, last for 2 minutes. Sometimes it would be long as an hour and 15 minutes. Went back to Dr. Sahni again, decided that we needed to do the second MVD. What had happened was I had some blood vessels that looped around underneath, and they had been missed the first time. And after the second MVD, I have not had any pain, and this is now, July of 2007, so it's been 10 years since the first MVD and 9 years since the second. My face is numb. If you were to cut it in half like this, my face is numb all on this side. I do feel a little bit, but not a lot. But fortunately, I have been pain-free. I do get some twinges. I do sometimes feels like worms crawling in my head. I sometimes get some sharp pains in my eye, but it's more like being stabbed with a needle rather than a big knife. Sometimes I get a few pains shooting up this way, but I just don't pay any attention to them because I don't think they're that important. They've never been very consistent. But basically, I've never had to take any kind of medication since then. I've never taken any kind of herbal things. I have just been very fortunate. And I think a lot of it was due also to friends and family and a lot of prayer. And that is the end of my story. And I've been very lucky.
Do you have any other thoughts, Marge, about people who might just have come into having general facial pain?
I think the thing would be, if you do, number one, I think dentists really need to be brought more into this. If you have a dentist or any people that have pain, dentists need to be told about, because I know I told mine, and he now knows to look for that if somebody's having consistent pain. I've heard of too many people from my support group that have had root canals, umpteen root canals, teeth pulled, and all this unnecessarily. Have gone to chiropractors and all kinds of dentists and all, and that was where I thought mine started. But I think if you have pain, I think contact, tell your dentist, let him know that this, about the trigeminal neuralgia, that could possibly be the cause of the pain.
So education is really important.
Yes,
for everybody.
Very important.
Because this is not that common a disorder.
No, not common at all. And people very few people have heard of it, but those that do know about it know how excruciatingly painful it is.
So if you get on drugs, you can't plan to be on them for the rest of your life. You have to find the source of your problem.
Well, it's not the source of, for me, the only thing that worked was Tegretol. I was on time-release Tegretol, I was on Dilantin, I was on Neurontin, varying, it would be milligrams or micrograms, whatever it is, with varying strengths. Nothing worked except the Tegretol, for me.
Well, that worked for me too until I got a full body rash from Tegretol and had to get off it, because it really helped my pain.
It does help. Now, the only thing with Tegretol, it destroys your liver, and you have to keep going back for blood tests so as not to destroy the liver. And yet, through the support group in Midlothian, there's so many people I remember at the meeting saying, oh, if it wasn't for Neurontin, I don't know how I would exist. And yet that didn't work for me. So unfortunately, with this disease, every single case is totally different. What works for one won't work for another. I was also on, towards the end, I forgot, I was also on baclofen and, I can't remember now, begin with an L. Oh, shoot. I know the baclofen, one was a muscle relaxer, and the baclofen, along with the Tegretol, and there was something else, L'Oreal, something like that, helped work. And that's it.
So in a support group is a good idea?
Marvelous. And I still go, and I've had people ask us, why do you still come? Because we know what the pain is like, and we know that people don't want to listen to you after a while. They say, so you're in pain. You've told me that before.
Okay, then we got to cut the tape. But thanks, Marge Prietz from Richmond, Virginia. Bye-bye.